I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've decided to record this little vlog now, even though it's a bit late, so if the lighting's a little bit dodgy, I am sorry, it's quite late now. But I wanted to just kind of share this moment with you while I'm feeling quite full, really. You know, I'm just speaking out of what's on my mind and what's in my heart just now, because we've just had the choir AGM via Zoom, of course, and just in the chit chat before the meeting started, there was just people chatting amongst themselves, and I realise now that our local area, unsurprisingly, is going into lockdown next week, and just the sense of things closing in on me again as the world shrinks in. And then as part of the choir AGM, it was necessary for the musical director to give his report, and he pre-recorded, even though he was hosting the meeting, he pre-recorded a presentation with music and with his overview of the year. And I have to admit, I really had genuinely a tear in my eye as I remembered some of the things that we'd sung. For example, I did a vlog talking about the Benjamin Britten, the St Nicholas Mass that we sang. Was it Mass? It was St Nicholas, which was a really bizarre thing, and I hadn't realised at the time that the Benjamin Britten Society had travelled up to see us. Apparently they follow around all of the performances of Benjamin Britten, and they said that the trip was not wasted, and I hadn't realised that, so that is high praise indeed. And he gave an overview of what we'd sung, and he played clips from it, and just the sound of almost 100 voices just belting out of the screen just really reminded me of what I'm missing. And so it all seems so final, and there's no possibility in sight of when we might be able to sing en masse again. And I'm sure the day will come, but for months and months it's going to be restricted numbers and social distancing. You can't sort of shuffle up to your mate and have a bit of a chat between chorus rehearsal and that sort of thing. And so at first I was really sad and I was really moved by the music as I remembered some of the marvellous things that I'd just taken for granted. However, as I processed all of my thinking, I just realised how grateful I am for music generally, just permeating every fibre of my life, really, and how I so appreciate the musical community, whether it's just ringing my friend up for a bit of a chat or these vlogs and this online community, which I think is becoming more and more important, really. And so I just wanted to say thank you and express my thoughts, really, because I realise that very often the things that I have probably moaned about in the past are actually really, really important to me. And there have been times, especially, as a student or with a young family and so on, I'd perhaps feel a little bit begrudging of the fact that I've got to do my piano practice. Or, everyone else sort of finishes, as I thought, there's no such thing as everyone else, is there? And, people had finished work and that's it, they're done for the day, whereas I'd finished whatever I'd got to do, and then it's like, now I've got to do my piano practice, or now I've got to do my theory homework, or now I've got to do this. And I realised that actually it's not I have got to do this, it's I get to do this. And I'm so grateful that even though that communal singing aspect of my life is a bit dormant at the moment, music is not dormant at all, and it's just there for us if we just choose to take hold of it. And so no matter how much the world closes in, there's a universe available to me just right here, and I can just lose myself in playing whatever I feel like, and I can start a new venture, or I can learn a new instrument, or I can delve into the one that I've got. There's no end to what I can be doing with my time. And Of course, there are other things that I do with my time, and I enjoy a break, and I enjoy doing different things. So I'm really enjoying doing some embroidery, and I've got a new set of embroideries on the go. Or at the weekend, I just took a bit of time out and decided to make myself a skirt, and I really enjoyed that downtime. But there's no denying the fact that I always will keep coming back to music. I did leave the choir for a few years with young children and so on, and I thought that'd be it, I'd never go back, but I just had to keep going back. That live performance and just that extra edge to my musical life, I've realised is really important. But if I've not got that, I am so grateful for the music that I've got, and just in the general chatter of things, how it just permeates through everything in my life. For example, and it's a really strange example, but it just illustrates my point, I think. I was talking to my friend about goldfinches, saying that I really love goldfinches, and then we talked about this and that, and talked about some artwork of goldfinches that I'd seen, and so on and so forth. And then she says, you need to listen to the Vivaldi Concerto, The Goldfinch. I thought, what is this? And so off you go, traipsing off and researching and listening to this, and oh, that's interesting. It just shows that there's a whole world out there of musical enjoyment to be taken advantage of, and we have so much now at our fingertips. Before, we'd have to perhaps wait and go and buy the record. If you're a purist still and you want the vinyl, you can still do that, and then or you'd have to go and buy the CD or so on. Whereas now I can just pop onto whichever music provider you choose to and just have a listen, or hey presto, on YouTube there's a recording, just dip in, have a listen, and it's there at our fingertips. If we want to listen to a piece, if we want to learn a new piece, there's a wealth of information out there. And I just wanted to share that with you, that even though the world seems slightly crazy at the moment, and there's no doubt that our leisure and our life is restricted necessarily at the moment, but I realised as my life shrinks in again, there's a whole world inside that can just blossom out, and I'm so grateful to this YouTube community for being part of that, and I genuinely want to say thank you for your comments and for interacting and your encouragement, really, and just getting on board and chatting with me, just little bits, and it just makes me so appreciate this community of music that we enjoy, and privately this world of music that we just get to enjoy. And it's a bit of a sharp telling off, really, isn't it? Instead of this, oh, I've got to do my music practice, it's like, no, I get to, and I'm so grateful for that. Thanks for listening. Bye.